Right back at you, right back at you, right back at you. This is the Future Proud of For Real TV. And of course, I'm your host, Raheem Dream, better known as Top Cat. Sitting in my car right now. I came out here to the park to walk, but as you can see, I'm unprepared because it's raining. So I'm sitting in my car now to see if this rain gonna blow over. And because it's still sunny, and I'm thinking it's gonna blow over, so I'm not gonna just run out. And you see what the heading of this live is this morning. Fighting this court system that is rigged up against our kids. Um, it's a shame that we not paying more attention to it. See, I pay attention to it because I go down to the juvenile detention center. I work with the kids down there, and they share things with me. And then when I go in the courtroom and listen, it's being rigged up, not only in juvenile court but in the adult court. See, anytime the head prosecutor down at the Justice Center downtown Cleveland, I think his name O'Malley or whatever it is. Anytime this guy goes on his Facebook and he says what he's going to do to our kids, listen to me again what I said. He says what he's going to do to our kids. He's telling us what he's going to do to our kids when he get a hold to them. How's he getting a hold to them? They taking these kids, holding them in a detention center for 1, 2, 3 years. Did you hear what I said? Yes, 3 years. I know kids been down there 3 years. They hold them down there till they turn the adult so he can get his hands on them. And then he'll go on his public Facebook page and say what he's going to do to our babies. And we sit back and do nothing. We're not trying to fight that. I'm telling you, I am. But it's a shame that we have all these so-called black men in this city that can give you understand me? But they call themselves men. Once again, yesterday when I had my book bag giveaway, let me say this here. The For Real team, we did an excellent job yesterday. Uh, I want to thank everyone that came and bought dinners prior to that. And we gave out 50 something book bags yesterday with, man, probably 10 pounds of school supplies in them. You understand what I'm saying? With the kids, oh man, you understand what I'm saying? That's how much school supplies is inside them bags. They can barely carry them. You understand? Okay, and so I want to give a shout out to that. And I want to thank everybody that showed up yesterday for the cookout and book bag giveaway. Thank you for showing up. Back to what I was saying. They're setting our kids up, and then the head prosecutor, he's on his Facebook page saying he's not giving our kids any kind of deals or nothing. Okay, don't get me wrong. You should pay for your crime. I'm not saying don't pay for your crime. This is what I am saying. You're going to hold a kid 2, 3 years till he become an adult and then bond him over or bond him over before he become an adult and put him in the hands of this guy here who's out to get our babies, out to get our babies. And these so-called black men in this town, yeah, you know, and I ain't hard to find. If you don't like what I'm saying, I ain't hard to find. I'm up at the park right now. If it stop raining, I'm about to get out now. Look like it stop raining. Okay, you up and blew over. I ain't hard to find. Oh man, am I still alive? I hope I'm still alive. I ain't hard to find. I'm up at Garfield Park right now for anybody in Cleveland who don't like any man in Cleveland that don't like what I'm saying. Okay, I ain't hard to find. I'm up at the park right now. Look what the title say. But let me say this here. I know what's going on. I put the information out there about what's going on. You got these so-called black men here in Cleveland, Ohio, bunch of beta males. I'm tell you, they punks. I'm telling you what they are. Anytime you won't stand up for these babies, you a punk in my book. You don't like it, you know where I'm at. You see me every day. Everybody in Cleveland see me every day. I ride Cleveland streets every day. I'm in the park right now, Garfield Park right now. If you don't like it. Now, weak black men. I don't even know if you want to call them men. Anytime we could stand back and let this white man, who's the head of who's the head of the public uh 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 the what's the word I'm trying to find, the prosecutor's office, when he can go on his Facebook page and say what he ain't gonna do or what he's gonna do to our babies, and how he's getting his hands on our babies is because is because either they bonding them over or they hold them in the court system till they get the age to be bonded over. See, what they're doing is, say if the crime is pretty much not warranted for a bond over, but that young man is close to being 18. He's close to being 18. They're holding till he's 18 and then bond him over. Now, if that's not a rigged system, I don't know what is. That's a rigged system. See, you don't care until it becomes your grandson or your uh, little cousin or something like that there. Then you want to make a big fuss out of it. You see what I'm saying? When you always hear me say, every kid in the hood belongs to me. You understand? I stand up for every child. And it don't come down to color. So I work with them all inside the juvenile detention center. But I'm telling you how they rigging the system. I'm telling you how they rigging the system against ours. So they rigging the system. They rigging it. All right now, how everybody be? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm telling you how they rigging the system, though. Now it's starting to rain on me again, but it's too late now. I'm gonna keep it moving. Um, they rigging this system on our kids. Now, let me tell you what their thinking is. It is not only their thinking, a lot of it that I'm telling you about is in writing. All right, my brother. They trying to lock our babies up for what they call the prime crime years, and they say the prime crime years are from 14 to I think like 25, almost 30s, in between them ages there. They want to lock our babies up like that. They call them their crime prime years. How they're doing it, holding them till they turn age enough so they can charge them as adults. This is what they're doing to our babies. And we're just sitting back and just letting them do it. You know why? Because we are selfish people. I'm so sick of talking to I'm so sick of talking to so-called black men. All they talk about is their own goddamn self. That's what they talk about. That's what they talk about. I mean, it's really a shame you talk to them, man. A bunch of selfish ass niggas. I don't give a fuck now. Extra video or whatever. I'm gonna keep my language right. I'm so sick of talking to these weak black men. Weak black men. They need to get off their knees. And I know some that get plenty of money, but won't do nothing for these kids, man. Half of them won't even donate to help me get book bags and stuff like that there, man. But they'll be on Facebook, they'll be on everything else showing you what they doing. You understand what I'm saying? Weak. Money don't make you strong because you know how to get money. That don't make you strong. See, I know who's strong. You know how I know who's strong? Because only the strong can have passion for the weak. Only the strong have passion for the weak. Only the strong can have passion for the weak. That's why them strong white men got all these foundations out here to help their kids because they like me. White man say all his kids is his. That's what he says. All his kids were his, or he belong to him. That's why he set up the foundations because that's what strong men do. That's what strong men do. Only the strong can have compassion for the weak. And I understand why these brothers don't have compassion for our children and stuff like that. I understand why because they're not strong. And don't take this the wrong way, but most of them been raised by their mammies. But I know some that's been raised by their daddies and they beta males too. And it ain't got nothing to do with what you done did in the streets either. So I'm gonna tap on that too. Because I know brothers did 20, 18, 19 years in prison, but they still was beta males. They was beta males. I grew up with them. They was betas, beta males, beta males. I hope I'm still being heard. These beta males, man. The system is being rigged up on our babies, man. And we just sitting back letting it happen. I'm putting this information out there. Hit that thumbs up, but I'm putting the information out there. It's what they call locking the kids up for what they call their prime years. That's what it's called. Their crime years. That's what it's called. That's what they call it. Locking our kids up for their prime crime years. And they say that's from like 14 to 25 or 30, 35. That's how much play they using. That's how much play they using. Prime crime years. I hope I'm still being heard. I hope I'm still being heard. Oh man, I left my thing. Hope I'm still being heard. Crime prime years. That's what they call it. I hope I'm still being heard. This is the Future Proud of For Real TV. I ain't even gonna be on here long. I, I'm not gonna be on here long. I just want to put this out there. Crime prime years is what they calling it. And they got the system rigged against our kids. And they come on and they will go on Facebook and let you know it's rigged. And nobody says nothing, but I ain't saying something. But I ain't saying something. They setting our kids up for the okie doke and we letting them do it. You so-called black men. I ain't even gonna talk about the women. And I'm still alive hitting these stairs. Crying, crying years. I know y'all don't know about it. Cause you're too busy thinking about yourself, thinking about the 9 to 5, thinking about the 9 to 5. Okay, I see I'm still alive then. Yes, I'm good, I'm good. Shout out to everybody out there in YouTube world. Uh crime, prime years. This is what they calling it. And you people don't even know what's going on. I know because I work with them kids down there. I know because I work with the kids in the streets. I'm on the corners with the kids. I'm in front of these gas stations, in front of these stores with these kids, man. Now don't get me wrong. Only thing I'm saying is the time should fit the crime. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The time should fit the crime. But another thing I'm saying, when you rigging the system up and let us know that you ain't gonna give our babies no deal, you gonna make them do all the time, and then you get on your Facebook page and say what you gonna do, and you single them out by name. You single them out by name. You single them out by name. This so-called head prosecutor O'Malley, I think that's his name, saying what he's gonna do to our kids, man. Think about it. Talking about locking our kids up, man, for their prime crime years. That's what they call it. Oh, yeah. That's what he's calling it. Prime crime years. So we need to bring this to the media, and that's why I'm bringing it to my YouTube page right now. Crime prime years. So I'm gonna do what I can because I know the rest of these lanes out here scared. They scary, but they can go on the streets. Back in the day, you can go on the streets and hurt your own. But now it's time to stand up for your own, and you scared, and you scared, and you scared. You done gave them folks 18, 19, 20 years in the penitentiary. Now you scared. Well, I done gave them that too, and I ain't scared. So come on with it, cause I'm coming at you. I'm coming at them. Getting my walk on right now as usual. Getting my walk on as usual. Raining a little bit. Setting my car till it stopped and it started back. So I ain't gonna work about it. I'm gonna keep it moving in the rain. Crime, prime years. I don't get it. I mean, I get it. What I'm saying, what I don't get is these so-called black men in Cleveland, Ohio. Me personally, 98% of them punks. Not gay, but their heart's been taken. They have no heart. It's been taken from them. White man that took their heart. They made them cower down. You know how they cower them down? By letting them get some money. By letting them get some money. That's how they cowered them down. By letting them get some money. You understand? You know they let them get a little money, they shut up. I've been offered a little money to shut up. But money don't run me, I run money. Money don't make me, I make money. I'll starve. I'll starve before I let a system control me. Uh, I will starve before I let a system control me. Remember that. So just putting this out here to let you people know, because it ain't just going on in Cleveland, Ohio. It's going on all over the country. They're locking our kids up for what they call their prime crime years. Part of it, they hold them in the juvenile detention center 2, 3 years till they turn 18, so they can bond them over. If the crime does not, if the crime don't want a bond over right now, they'll just hold them till they turn 18, then bond them over. But the ones that want a bond over right now, then they bond them right over. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's a rigged system, and 98.9% of them are black kids. Ask me how I know, cause I go in there and work with them. I work with all the kids, black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexicans. I work with them all. So I don't say I'm just talking about one group. When I'm saying, I'm telling you it is one group because them are the ones they focus on because there's more of them in there. And them be the ones that's been sitting there all them years. But it is a one little white dude. He been in there about a year and a half now. That's right. Yeah, he been in there about a year and a half now. So I'll be in there Wednesday and I'll be hollering at him and some other ones. But yeah, okay, I see this fool right here. I'm not saying that they didn't commit crimes. And anything I'm saying is that make the time fit the crime. Yes, they did something wrong. I'm not saying that. You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening. Man, my phone getting wet. But I'm gonna get ready to sign on out of here because my phone getting wet. Shit, I'm getting wetter now. I ain't got no rain jacket on. But I'm gonna sign on out of here. I'm gonna come back later because I think I need to put a panel together for this here, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. But this is the Future Calendar for Real TV, and I'm gonna sign on out of here. Peace, black power, power to the people. Crime, crime, years.